Hello, Prep 3 students, with you, teacher Marwa Shazly. I hope you're doing amazing and everything's nice with you. I hope you're drinking lots and lots of water to keep yourself hydrated because it's very important at this difficult time we're living in. Okay, let's see what we are going to study today. Yes, we're going to study Unit 17 from New Hello 3 entitled Animal Life in the Past. So you can guess from this picture in our title that we're going to speak about dinosaurs or animals that used to live in the past but no longer. I think they died out. Why do you think they died out? Yes, maybe because of man or natural disasters. Perfect. Okay, for this lesson's objectives, let's see what we are going to do with this unit. For grammar, we're gonna study the third conditional. For reading, we're gonna read a website about dinosaurs. For listening, we're gonna listen to a talk about life in the past. For speaking, we're gonna give dates and numbers you're not sure of. For writing, we're gonna write about an animal. Amazing. We're gonna learn new things. Before we study, lesson 1, exercise 1. How many kinds of dinosaurs are used to live on Earth? Okay, guess a number. Okay, let's see this question one more time after reading the text. Okay, now we're going to read this text together. Before reading, I want you to look at this picture. What do you think this picture is? I think it's a lizard. Let's read our reading passage entitled Dinosaurs. So we understand from this title that we're going to speak about dinosaurs and read about dinosaurs. Okay, dinosaurs lived on Earth for more than 150 million years. By studying fossils, scientists have worked out that dinosaurs died out about 65 million years ago. The fossils show that there were more than 700 kinds of dinosaurs. We also know that some of today's animals come from dinosaurs, such as lizards and birds. Why did dinosaurs disappear? Scientists have suggested different ideas. For example, the weather became too hot or too cold, or the dinosaurs caught a terrible disease and died out. There are now some other theories. One theory is that there was a huge meteorite which hit the earth, or perhaps there were a lot of volcanoes. What would have happened if a huge meteorite had hit the earth? There would have been a lot of smoke and dust. What would have happened if a lot of volcanoes had erupted at the same time? There would have been lots of dust and gas in the atmosphere. Both these events would have stopped the sun shining on the earth for many years. The dinosaurs would have disappeared very quickly. Some scientists think that the dinosaurs disappeared slowly and the earth was changing and some areas became cooler and drier. Perhaps the dinosaurs couldn't get the food they needed. If scientists had been on Earth 65 million years ago, they would have seen why the dinosaurs disappeared. Okay, exercise 1. Do you remember it? Saying how many kinds of dinosaurs used to live on the earth. I want you to go back to the text to check your answer. Let's check together. There were more than 700 kinds of dinosaurs. We're still in lesson 1, exercise 3. Which of the words in red mean the following? Number 1 is done for you. A rock which comes from space? Yes. Meteorite. 2. Ideas we're not sure about. 3. Threw out smoke and fire. 4. Stopped living. 5. Animals that look like small crocodiles. I want you to go back to the text to check these meanings. Okay, pause the video and go back to the text and find the answer. Check your answers with me. Number 2, theories. Number 3, erupted. Number 4, died out. Number 5, lizards. We're still in lesson 1, exercise 4. Number 1, how do scientists know how long ago these dinosaurs lived? 2, why would a meteorite have caused the end of the dinosaurs? 3, what happens to the atmosphere when a volcano erupts? Pause the video, find the answers, and come back to check with me. Okay, let's check the answers. 1, they know this by studying fossils. 2, there would have been a lot of smoke and dust, and this would have stopped the sun shining on the earth. 4, there is a lot of dust and gas in the atmosphere. Perfect. I hope all your answers are correct. Okay, now we in another lesson, listen to which deals with grammar or the third conditional. Exercise 1, underline the verbs plus F or would in these sentences. Number 1 is done for you. Number 1, what would have happened if a huge meteorite had hit the earth? 2, what would have happened if a lot of volcanoes had erupted at the same time? 3, if scientists had been on Earth 65 million years ago, they would have seen why the dinosaurs disappeared. Take a moment to underline. Okay, let's check the answers. For number 2, we're gonna underline would have happened if and had erupted. For number 3, we're gonna underline if, had been, and would have seen. I hope all your answers are correct. Now we're gonna deal with the third conditional. Third conditional expresses impossible situations, like situations that happen in the past and can be changed. For example, if I want to say, if I had studied hard, I would have succeeded. Here, if I had studied hard, means I didn't study hard. This is the condition, and as a result, I didn't succeed. This is the result. So to express again, impossible situation to happen because it can be changed, we use the third conditional. Okay, let's read together. The third conditional. We use the third conditional to talk about events in the past which did not or might not have happened. I didn't know the answer. If I had known the answer, I would have told you. He, the speaker, didn't know the answer, and as a result, he can't tell the other person the answer. Okay, we use F with the past perfect to talk about the action or the condition. For example, if I had brought my camera, this is the condition. I use the past perfect, which is had brought. And would, could, might, have, plus past participle to talk about the result. So we can use one of these options, would, could or might have, plus past participle. Let's read the result in this example. I would have taken a photo of you. So this result, which not taking a photo of this person, is based on the condition, which is also impossible because the speaker didn't bring their camera. Okay, but I didn't bring my camera. How can this person take a photo while he didn't have his camera? So it's impossible. We can put if half of the sentence first or second. If it is first, we always use a comma before the second half. So if it's mentioned at the beginning, we need to put a comma between the two halves of the sentence. If not, if it's mentioned in the middle, we don't have to use it. Let's read the example. If I had come to my house, I would have made you a meal. So we notice here that F is mentioned at the beginning. That's why we put a comma between the two sentences. Okay, let's read the other example. We wouldn't have seen that famous singer if we hadn't gone to the concert. We notice here that F is in the middle, so we don't have to put a comma. Note, we use could for ability or possibility. We use might for probability. Means maybe that could happen. If he had been here yesterday, he could have helped me. That means that this person wasn't there yesterday, and as a result, he couldn't help him. But if he had been there, if this was possible, he could have helped him. Here means he had the ability to help me yesterday. I hope third conditional F is clear now. For example, again, if I had studied hard, I would have passed my exams. This example shows that my regret, and it's an impossible situation to be changed in the past because it had happened already, the condition and the result. The condition, if I had studied hard, that result, I would have succeeded or I would have passed my exams. Okay? We got here some questions to practice. First one is done for you. I didn't have much money, so I didn't buy that expensive toy. So where's the condition? Yes, perfect, didn't have much money. Where's the result? Didn't buy that expensive toy. Perfect. So this situation happened in the past and it's impossible to be changed. So we should use, yes, the third conditional to express this situation. Let's read the answer. If I had had more money, I would have bought that expensive toy. Notice here that verb to have is conjugated like had in the past perfect. Okay, number 2 will do the same, 2 and 3 and 4. Let's read together. 2, I forgot my library card. I couldn't borrow a book. 3, I was tired. I didn't watch the documentary about dinosaurs. 4, because my father drove me to school, I arrived on time. Take your time, pause the video, and go back to the rule if you need any help. Now let's revise the answers. For number 2, if I hadn't forgotten my library card, I would have been able to borrow a book. Borrowing a book here is not was impossible because this person had forgotten his library book. 3, if I hadn't been tired, I would have watched the documentary about dinosaurs. So being not tired wasn't an option. So here he couldn't watch the documentary about dinosaurs. 4, if my father hadn't driven me to school, I would have been late or I wouldn't have arrived on time. So, being on time was back to the reason that the father had driven this person to school.